You're there.
Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. First things first, we have to check for sound and video. I have video, yay. Okay, sound. Okay, sound. Yep, we have sound. So, all right, well, Wendy Little said hi from rainy Idaho. Well, we had snowy Wisconsin the last 2 days. It was still even snowing this morning, but oh my gosh, in April, you wouldn't expect to get like a snowstorm big enough to shut down schools. People were without power. Becky from here, Brian from here were without power. Schools were shut down, so I had to have. So yeah, it was kind of a mess here the last few days, and I'm boycotting the doing the driveway. So it's gonna melt because it's gonna be 50. What, 50 next week?
50. It should
This
be 50
weekend?
on Saturday.
Yeah. So we did do our lot here. Not we, but somebody did our lot here. But yes, at home, it's melting. It's melting. I'm melting. No. Anyways.
Okay.
Uh, you just never know what you're going to get on a Thursday night, do you? Anyways, what do we have going on? Well, let's go down to the table because then we'll just talk about what we have going on.
All right, let me go down there.
Okay. Mom's going to go down there. So, our fractured card kits, that's these cards. This is Crafter's Classroom, so it's not this weekend, it's next weekend. See the circle fractured card? That one was fun. And then the honeycomb. So these two are a little bit easier because you have like straight corners to, do your pieces. But with the honeycomb and the circle, it's a little bit different. So I'm probably going to request an hour and 15 minutes for this class, just because we'll do the basic one and then we'll do these two that are kind of different. And then we'll do this one last because that's the easiest one. So anyways, fractured cards, Crafter's Classroom, all of those kits, if they were just individual, those kits, they shipped out today. Okay. So those we did get out. The ones with the his and hers, so let's go on to that one. That one is going to ship out, or anything with those are going to ship out on Monday. So remember I had told you that the card that we did last week, the B one, that I would do one for the his and hers. So I did this one. This is in the his and hers. And then it opens like that. So you have an option here. This one says sending lots of love and wishing you and then you get happy birthday and you get happy Mother's Day. You also get a circle right here if you don't want to use this that just says happy Mother's Day. So yeah, that's in the his and hers class. This one, a more simple one because this one has a ton of pieces. Becky was kidding it. Has a ton of pieces. So this one, you get a couple different sayings. So you get these 3 sayings. You could make it a Mother's Day card. You could just make it a card telling you somebody you love them, or it could be an encouragement card. So that's the 2 hers, and then this is one of the his, and you get a birthday saying with this one, and then the other one must be out in the shop. So
You were lost.
lost, yeah, who knows where. So anyways, that's 3 of the cards from the his and hers class. Those are shipping out on Monday. So yeah, that's where we're at. So, okay, so now we are going to go on, and today we're using the cute bees that we used last time. Now, the printed papers did come in. So, we have the sweetest honey, which we're going to use some of those today. We have the daisies came in 2, and I'm actually going to use that one on the card for some green. And then the Seaside one came in, and the Winter Wonderland came in 2. So those 4 printed pads came in. So yay. And then we're going to do the cute bees. But we are doing the square pop-up box card. So this is the pop-up box card, which we've done before, like in the A2 size. This one folds down into a square, and it comes with square envelopes. And then when it pops up, it's a little bit bigger, more of a rectangle, so you have a bigger surface area to do stuff. So let's first look, because I didn't pre-cut anything for this, so let's first look at our panel sizes. So this one, the square one, is available in white and cream. But let's first look at our panel sizes, because I've got to cut some paper to go on these panels. And like I said, I did not pre-cut anything, so you guys get to watch me cut a little bit. Now I am going to put something, this is our back, right here, this big part right there is our back. So you can do just on here, but if you're going to cut patterned paper for on there, so I'm going to measure that one too, because I am going to cut a piece of white to go on that. So that's 5 3/4. And I'm writing them down so I don't forget them, and I can just cut 3 3/4 wide. So that means any of the big panels right here are going to be the same, 3 3/4 inches wide by, sorry I did not have this done for you, 2 7/8. So these are the actual panel sizes. I'm going to cut them probably 1/8 of an inch in. So our little short ones are the same, 2 7/8. Oops, by 2 inches. So now I can go ahead and cut. So I am going to do one piece that's going to go on the back. Actually, I don't even think I need to do that. I'm just going to go right on this back panel, and that's fine. For the pieces that flap down, I need 2 this side. Yep, hang on. So for this, I need 1, 2, and then the third one. So this is 3. This is 1, or you can just use this back panel, which I'm going to brush blend on there, and I hope it works. And for our little ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how many we need if we're going to be cutting paper. So let's just go ahead, because I think I'm going to use this pretty green daisy one on one of my panels. And then I think I'm going to use this one, because the bees that I'm using, remember, they're pretty bright yellow. So I'm going to use this one, and it kind of has daisies on it too. So that's why I chose that. And this back right here, I am kind of going to do a sky, so then the bees are flying up. So that's why I'm choosing. I brought some white paper in here and was going to cut that and attach it on. If I don't like it, I can always attach something over the top of it. So let's just start cutting first. And again, we need 3 this size. I'm going to cut 1 green one for sure. And then I don't know if I'm going to do, sometimes that's the hardest part, is figuring what you're going to put on which panels. Honestly, I think that is the hardest part. I don't know if I'm going to do green on the outside or do all honeycomb stuff on the outside. So let's just get started. I may cut some pieces and then have to cut some more. So we need, now I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch less than my measurements that are right here. So if you see me goofing up, say something.
Oh, that's opening Pandora's box. We wouldn't say anything, Sarah.
Yeah. Well, I might like measure it or make sure they fit as I'm going. Yep. Okay. So I did cut that one right. And now I'm going to cut, because the outside of the box.
Yeah. Wendy Little said, "Are the papers packs available to purchase?"
Yep,
Yes, they are.
they're on the bulk paper page. All the way down at the bottom, there's a little box that said printed paper pads. So this one has some daisies too, so I think I'm going to use that one on one of my bigger panels.
They're under bulk papers, right?
Yep, bulk papers.
All
So
the way to the bottom.
2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 3 5/8. Yeah, I really think that that's the hardest part, is deciding what you're gonna, cut to what size and use where. So usually I'll just cut a whole bunch of pieces, and then when I'm placing them together, then I'm kind of like, does this work? Does this not work? Probably better to have a plan first, or if you are, let's see, what else do I have here for the B paper? Let's just cut one of each of these.
So I posted
two.
that link there for the printed paper packs.
Okay, my mom posted it, yay. But you could always keep an envelope, and like if you like to do the pop-up box cards, you could always keep an envelope that says square pop-up box card pieces, and then if you don't use some, then you have some pre-cut for the next one. Oh, I'm cutting. See, and what you can always do is this bigger piece right here, it's got the right height, so you could always cut it down into your short ones. These are just some that I didn't use last time. So 3.62. Is that right? Well, we'll tell in a minute if I have a whole bunch that are. So I really only needed 3 of them. And I know where I'm using the green one, so I just did cut that one. So I know I'm using the green one on the inside and then one of the other ones. But let's go ahead and cut another strip that's 2 7/8, yes, or 2 3/4. Then I'll start building after I get it. Like I said, I think that's the hardest part. So right here we need 1 7/8, and I'm going to cut a couple of them. Yeah, because that's 2 inches. And again, I'm going to just check and make sure that I did that right. Yep, I did. Unfortunately, I don't think I think maybe the directions do say the size. Hang on, let's check. Oh, the directions are on the inside of here. So, but I think there are sizes on there. But I'm not totally positive. So again, this one's 2 3/4. I can cut it into 1 7/8. And again, I'm just cutting a bunch of them. And now I'm using my little scraps that I had next to me. Do I want any of the green on there? Maybe. We'll see. And you can always use your little strips, because sometimes I like to put little strips across there too. Okay, now I probably have enough little pieces. So I've got a pile of pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I've got exactly 6 of that one. Maybe I'll cut one more. Hang on. All right, so now I've got 7 of those. Yep, I think I'm good. So we've got our pieces right here that we're going to work with. We've got our pop-up box card, and I did want to do like a blue sky back here. I'm not sure that it's totally going to work, and I still don't have a cloud stencil. So like we did in the Crafters Classroom, we used this double heart, which is from one of the quilted cards. We're using that as a cloud, and I'm just going to mask off because I don't want to get any blue on my other panels. So I'm going to mask off that back one. And that's why I was actually going to cut a piece of paper to go back here. Actually, let me do that, just in case I don't like it. Then I can not use it, and I can use it for something else. So we have 3 3/4, so 2 and 5/16. Actually, let me cut this first. 5 1/2. By 3 5/8. Okay, so that's our back panel. I don't always like doing it like on my card bases, just because, in case I mess up. So I can use this piece, and I'm just going to layer it back there. Now, I obviously measured, or I did a 1/4 inch down here. Doesn't matter because you're not going to see the inside of that anyways. But here, now we can just do our clouds on there. If I screw them up on one side, I can always turn it over and do the other. If I screw it up there, I can always go back to the inside of my box card. So, anyways, okay, topic for discussion. I wrote this down today because I was thinking about it. Actually, I was having trouble with something, and I thought maybe you all could help me out. So, if you have cling stamps, these are cling red rubber stamps, and they've kind of lost their cling, how do you get the cling back? Is there a way to get the cling back? And I'm talking like a red rubber that that was a cling stamp, and it just doesn't cling as well. It's kind of like window cling, but getting it to cling. If anybody has any tips on that, I would be very interested in hearing them. Because I just usually get them wet, like I wipe it with a wipe, and so then it kind of like suctions on. I don't know if that's the only way to do that, or if there's like a permanent way to do that. So if anybody says that, Mom, let me know. If anybody gives a helpful hint on that. Okay, so we have our little clouds there. And again, now we're just going to start attaching our pieces. So the scores, I always fold in on the scores. So the bump is the inside of the card. The indent is the outside. So I'm just going to start on the inside. And I'll probably attach pieces and then fold it up to see how it looks periodically. So this weekend, I am actually going, and I'm being I'm going to a stamping retreat that I've done the last couple years. So I'm actually stamping for fun all weekend long. Maybe we should have a show and tell on Monday of what things I made. That might be kind of fun.
Yes.
Okay, so I know I'm going to use this one right here. And I actually might use my 2 green ones all the way around. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use my green ones all the way around there, kind of like flowers. Well, they are flowers. And you can double layer. I just didn't want to take the, and normally I do double layer, like I double layer everything. So you're probably shocked that I'm only single layering here. All right. Yep, and then I have this one left. Once you kind of have it, it just kind of all comes together. Once you have an idea. Now, just a quick note, if you are putting things like words, like maybe we put a word, because I do have a couple words here, and we'll get to that later, but if you're putting pieces here that have writing on them, you do want to put them upside down, okay? And maybe I can just go right here. I have a word, so hang on. I'll put one on there so then I can show you what I mean. So I just have, oh, my card that I made last week. Daughter Leah needed 2 birthday cards. They were going to Minnesota and she needed 2 birthday cards. And so I brought home this one, and I also brought home one of the Peekaboo Trifold like birthday ones that I did recently, and she picked the B one that I did and the other one. So she had a Peekaboo Steno card, and she also had the Peekaboo Trifold card for her 2 birthday cards. It was for a husband and a wife. Anyways, that was kind of fun. And then she told me, she said, well, can you do me another B one too? She said, I need one for a baby shower, because the baby's name, it's a girl, and it's a bee-themed baby shower. Did she tell me? She told me the name, and it had bee in it. What?
Beatrice?
Well, that's what I was just thinking was Beatrice.
Yes.
But now I don't know. Was it Abigail?
Abigail.
Abby? Maybe it's Abby? I don't know, but yes, she needs a bee card, but it has to be baby themed for a baby shower. So I am going to use the same bees and make a girl baby shower card. Now this would have been very smart to actually measure this and cut instead of doing what I'm doing.
Emily Henry says she usually washes with soap and water, and that brings back the cling.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. I will try that. Anyways,
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you. If you're putting words, make sure to attach them upside down.
Sarah, is there a die for this card base?
Not for this one. There's a die for the A2 size. And I probably have it behind me, so hang on one second. I'll find it, because then I can show you. But for this larger one, there is not a die.
Where do I find that?
Type in pop-up.
Pop-up, all right.
I don't know if it has a dash in it or not.
Pop. Well, I didn't want to check out. That's not what I meant.
So we do have a die for the A2 size. So this is the A2 size.
A2 pop-up box card?
Yes, there's a die. The die is right below it. You were right. If you go back, Mom,
Okay.
the die was right below it.
Hey, Sarah was saying that how snowy it was here. So we all think I know you all think it's the 4th of April, but here in Wisconsin, we think it is the 64th day of February. Okay, Sarah, so now I didn't tell a story about you where you were going.
So, anyways, yes, there's the A2 one, which the A2 one's a little bit smaller and it folds into like a square shape. And there is a die for that. So the die cuts half of it. So the die basically cuts half like this. And then it has a tab, and then you have to attach it right here with the tab. So you cut two of them together. So you cut one side by side, and then you attach them with the tape tab. So, but we don't have one for the square size. Which is confusing because the square size actually folds into a rectangle. So, anyways, so if you're putting anything with words, like if you have printed paper with words on it, you want to put the words upside down. Because by the time you fold this around and fold this flap down, then your words are right side up. So you just need to think that through a little bit. Anything with words, or if you have a word die, you know, a word shape, put them on upside down. Okay, so now let's go to our outside. So now we could technically just do right here. I also like to do this little part, and you could do the back too if you wanted. But the back is usually where, if I'm going to write on it, I'll write on the back section right here. But I usually do decorate these three panels, and then this is where I write. Or you could put like a little gift card holder on there. So I think out here I'm going to put all bee stuff, or yeah, bee patterns. And then it's just deciding where they are all going to go. No, I think I like that darker one there. Oh, and then I have this one too. So I had a whole bunch of them. Okay, that works for me. So these papers are double-sided. I'm just using the ones that I printed off my computer, so that's why they're single-sided. But in the paper pads, they are double-sided. I know, then you can't use one side, but unless you're doing like a pinwheel type thing where you fold the corners over, and then it works out really nice that it's two-sided. So yeah, maybe we'll make a baby card one of these weeks with the bees. I don't know when she needs the baby. It's for a baby shower. I don't know when she needs it. She didn't tell me. Usually she tells me like a day or two before. So this time she did give me advanced warning before she actually needed it.
Kim Kilpatrick says she has used chapstick for a quick fix when my stamps don't stick to my block.
Oh,
That's a nice idea. Haven't heard that one before.
I haven't heard that either.
She also says she thinks Stamps of Life has one, but they are expensive.
Oh, like a re-sticker thing?
Must be.
Yeah. Because I have my stamps. Okay. Let's just be real here. My stamps get used a lot and probably not cleaned as much as they should.
Okay.
And they also get piled, like when I was demoing like at shows, they would get piled on top of each other.
Oh my gosh.
So then there's, and I didn't always put rubber to rubber and back to back. But even the ones that are clean, I think just over time, or it's dust or whatever, but yeah, sometimes they don't stick that great. Sometimes if I'm too lazy to go like get a paper towel, I'll just kind of like lick my hand and wipe it on the back.
Okay, that works too.
Probably not the most sanitary. Maybe I should keep some chapstick in here instead. So sometimes I coordinate the inside with the outside. This time I did not. I'm having my outside be totally different, but maybe I'll add a little bit of green on the outside because I do have some other words here too. So anyways, then we pop it open. We open it up. Okay, and then we have our little tabby things that go on the inside. Now in each kit, you get 3 of these you get 3 per card.
Oh, they're in the low 80s in Texas. We are so jealous.
So
Thanks, Tammy.
these have little tape tabs. Okay, and another conversation topic. Next week, I was going to get my nails done this week, but then it had to go in blizzard, so I didn't get my nails done, so I'm just hoping they don't they really need to be done. But anyways, what color should I get?
Look at mine. Mine is still hanging on.
I know, mine are still hanging on there too, but they look like they're, but yeah, any votes for color?
Okay.
Anybody have I am a very, I just started doing my nails, so, and I started with red for Christmas, and then I did my yellow or gold for Packers, but other than that, I've been very, very vanilla, very, coral, light pink, this is just, I don't know what this color is, but, so I'm thinking maybe bright pink.
Whoa.
Because somebody said the other day, well, it's springtime, so now you can go bright. I'm like, oh, kind of scary, but can always get it taken off.
Anybody got any good ideas for taking these suckers off of here?
Okay, so my mom has
Gel.
the gel nails, and I get the dip. The dip you cannot take off with the regular acetone. So she doesn't know how to get her nails off, her gel ones, besides going in. Anyways, Patty says think pink, or think spring, hot pink. That's what I was thinking, something like a brighter pink.
Yeah.
Spring green with white daisies. I wonder if they would do that.
Ooh. Peach.
Okay, so we have 2 little tape tabs. I usually start on the back, so this ends up being flush to the back right here.
Spring neon green. Thanks, Carrie.
And so then I
Purple.
set 1 in, and I kind of stick it, fairly good on one side, but then the other side, I kind of stick it in there and I don't place it too heavy, and then I'll fold my card and that will just kind of jump into place. So if I didn't have it straight, it'll kind of move into place when I fold it shut. Patty's on. Patty's going to be at the retreat this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was going to show, I'm doing an extra card at the retreat, a make and take, and I was going to show that card tonight because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I'm like, I already have those kitted up. I'll just show one of those. And then I was like, no, because there might be a few people that are going to be at the retreat on, so I would just wait. So again, I put this side in there pretty heavy and it's flush to the tab before it. And then this side I put in there kind of light. And see, I'm just kind of pushing it and see how it's just going to jump into place there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was going to do that card. Maybe I could do one of that card, when I come back.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm doing a birthday make and take. It is a Peekaboo trifold card. So I put it flush to the one before, and I push it kind of hard, and then this one I put in kind of light, and I fold it flat, and if it does need to readjust, mine didn't need to readjust too much because I must be doing a good job doing it tonight. But anyways, that they kind of are equally spaced throughout there. And then you can attach your stuff on. Like if I had grass would be in here. Grass would be good, or I could even put some more flowers a little bit higher up. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, if I had I do have a grass dye, but I'm not just gonna go get it right now. But like if I wanted to add some pieces right there, I could. I am gonna do that with a narrower tape because it's not very wide, and I don't have much of this extra paper, so I'm only gonna do it on my middle one. Maybe I'll do it on my back one. Okay, so we've got the start of our box card. And like here, I think I have some green sparkle paper back here behind me. Let's just see if I have a big enough piece. Like to pull my green in, I could put a strip of green across there with my buzzing by to say hi. I had another one too. I don't know where it went. I might just do a tiny strip of green, but then that'll tie in the green that's on the inside. My trimmer, I just told my mom that it is getting dull. Where I actually don't think it was getting dull, Mom. I think I just had some gummy, like I had tape on the back of something and I cut it and it was stuck to the back of the blade.
Okay. Oh.
So once I cleaned that off, now it's cutting fine.
Oh, good. Oh, that's wonderful. I think you talked about that a little bit last week too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was my problem, but I forgot about it. So I went to use it today and it didn't cut very good. And I was like, huh.
Thanks, Tina. Have fun whatever you're doing for the rest of the night. Tina Webster.
Thanks for joining us for a little bit. Actually, I'm long already.
Yeah.
My mom asked me, are we going to be long, short, or medium? I said medium. Well, I changed my mind, Mom. It's long.
Patty Helgeland said, show it. What do you mean, show it? What were you talking about? I was off for a little bit.
I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, show the card.
Oh, okay.
She wants to see the card.
Okay.
Okay, hang on a second. I will go get it because I do have it. That's what she wants to see is the card that I'm doing as the make and take at the retreat this weekend.
All right.
So I will go get it.
I'm such a nerdy person. I have to put everything on a chart. And I've been doing all my charts by hand, and I said to Sarah tonight, I think I'm going to do it on the computer.
Because she keeps track of like how many people are watching between all 3 channels.
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on one second. I'm not done yet. I'm still going to do my beads.
So here I am. I've kind of been not paying attention too much tonight because I'm working on that chart, so I don't have to write this out by hand all the time. I'm always drawing a chart here. So, she's back.
Okay, so just a little show and tell, then I'll go back to my bees. This weekend, everybody designs a project. They put it in a box. You have 50 kits, and then you have the supplies in there, and then you go up and you get a box, you bring it back to your table, you make a card. So my card is an alcohol ink card. I did 2 different versions, vertical or horizontal and vertical with different colors of alcohol ink. So that's my card that everyone is going to make.
Nice.
And then I am doing a special make and take. So this is like for 12 people at a time, I think. And that's one of the Peekaboo trifold cards. So those are my cards for this weekend.
That looks like fun.
And then, then Monday we'll do a show and tell of some of my favorite cards. I can't do all of them because there's 50.
Monday?
Monday.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, again, they do have a die for this. but I don't have the die set yet. So I might not attach all of my bees in here just because I didn't get a chance to cut them out. I should probably text Rob right after we're done and tell him to send me the die so then I can cut all of them out. Especially for the baby card. I mean, I have to do a baby card. And these bees are so darn cute that I have to start thinking about my warehouse sale class cards. Wendy just texted me while we were on saying, I'm off. Do you have stuff ready for me?
Okay.
I've been slacking. Last year we actually started in February, and it is now April. So, but maybe one of the make and take cards will have the bees on it. So Wendy will probably be die cutting bees. I bet they'd be really cute on a Z-fold card. Like I think they'd fit really nice on a scallop circle Z-fold card. So I'm just going to cut out a couple of them. They are pretty darn cute. Let's see if there's any easier ones to cut out than that one. Well, we'll do this guy. We'll do him first. Because he's kind of going a different shape. Or, you know, he's a different angle. So we'll cut him out. We'll attach those two. And then I will get the die. I will cut out more. And I will finish my box card with more stuff in it. So, anyways, yeah, they can be a little putsy depending on what you're doing with them. Probably not a card that you want to do for 50 Christmas cards unless you're starting now. I mean, it would be to those really special people.
And some people will be.
So I already think that I know what I'm doing for my next month Crafters Classroom.
Oh my goodness.
I know, did you? My mom almost fell off her chair,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I did.
I think actually before Crafters Classroom, I think when I'm doing the fractured card class, I will actually have samples to show of the next one. Believe it or not. Now that I said it out loud,
Yeah.
now I have to.
That was your dad's biggest fear whenever I said, oh, I know. Oh, we're in trouble now. She's saying it out loud.
Yep. So if I don't say it, then I don't have to do it. But now that I said it to you guys, now I have to do it. It's using impression obsession. Ooh, I almost cut his antenna off.
Uh-oh.
That's why you need the die.
Stephanie Huffman says, very cute. Very, very cute. She would like to make those.
Oh, the ones that I'm making?
I think so.
Well, maybe I should do an alcohol ink class. I haven't done an alcohol ink class for a while now. So, anyways, I want my bees to fly. See, I want them, well, we can have lower ones. Oh, these are both, oh no, I can have this guy fly this way. Okay. And then we can have higher ones. So, I used to use just regular acetate, but now that we have the clear cover, it's a little bit firmer. So I'm going to use the clear cover, and I think it'll make my guys stand up better. So let me just cut this. But yeah, I should do another alcohol ink class. I don't think I've done alcohol inks in a while. All right. At least in theory, I think the clear cover is going to work better. So.
Oh,
okay.
MJ says, don't forget to call me so she can pay for.
Oh yeah, I have you on my desk, and MJ, I really was not worried about it. It's been a week, so I will call you next week. How about that? Because I'm leaving tomorrow morning to go to my retreat. So yes, I will call you next week. You're on my desk. Well, not literally, but your paperwork's on my
You're
desk.
on her mind. Always on my mind.
So, so yeah.